Hello my dear students. Today I am going to explain chapter number 6, factorization. So this chapter is very important for class 10. So first of all, we have to understand what is a polynomial and related terms. Okay, so the expression of the form a0 x to the power n plus a1 x to the power n minus 1 plus a2 x to the power n minus 2 plus an minus 1 x plus an. Okay, so where a0 in this expression, a0, a1, a2, an minus 1 and an are the real number and n is non-negative integer, then you can say this expression is called polynomial. Okay, in variable x, because in this expression variable is x. Okay, and the real number is a0, a1, a2, so that's why power will be non-negative. Then you can say this expression is called polynomial. Okay, and polynomial you can denote it by the symbol f of x, g of x, h of x. This type of symbol you can use when you express and when you denoted the algebraic expression. That time you can use this symbol. Okay, so again we have to write the f of x, a0 x to the power n plus a1 x to the power n minus 2 plus a2 x to the power n minus 2 plus an plus an minus 1x plus an. Okay, so where in this expression a0 not equal to 0, then n is called the degree of fx. Because if your a0 will be 0, that time x to the power n will be vanished. So that's why if your a not is equal to 0, a0 not is equal to 0, then you can say this expression is the degree of n. The degree of this expression is n, because a0 is non-zero, and if your a0 is 0, no, so that time you never say this is not n degrees n. Okay, so that's why if you n degree equation write no, so that time a0 not will be 0. Okay, a0 not is equal to 0. Next topic, so I am explaining in this video. So linear polynomial, there is 2 or 3 types of polynomial is there, so you have to understand in this video, I think. So what is a linear polynomial? Linear polynomial, that means 1 degree polynomial. So what is polynomial? I think before time I am telling you, I think. So non-negative algebraic expression, when power is non-negative, no, that time you can say any algebraic expression, you can say the polynomial. This is polynomial, this is polynomial, this is polynomial, this is polynomial, but two various type of polynomial is there. So that's why I'm already mention is there. Linear polynomial. Linear means if the polynomial have if 1 degree polynomial is there, no, so that 1 degree polynomial you can say the linear polynomial. This is a polynomial and of degree a1, that's why this is linear polynomial. Okay, 1 degree algebraic expression, you can say this is a linear polynomial, because highest power is 1, there is no power, so you can write this way, here is 1. Okay, here is 1. Okay, so this is the 1 degree polynomial, so you can say this is the linear polynomial. Okay, and next is quadratic. That means quadratic polynomial, that means second degree polynomial. Highest power is 2 and this is a single variable. Okay, so variable is not telling you, I am telling about the polynomial, quadratic polynomial. That's why you have to see the what is the highest power. What is the highest power? That means here is the highest power is 2. So that's why you can say this is the quadratic polynomial. Okay, because this polynomial have 2 degree polynomial. Here power, it has its power is 2, highest power is 2. That's why this polynomial you can say the quadratic polynomial. Okay, and cubic polynomial, that means if the power is highest power is 3, then you can say polynomial the cubic polynomial. And biquadratic, that means if your polynomial highest if the algebraic expression is the highest power is 4, so then you can say this polynomial is a biquadratic polynomial. Okay, but you have to remember it. Here is this equation, this expression, all this algebraic expression, but all algebraic expression here is polynomial. All polynomial is algebraic expression, but all algebraic expression is not polynomial, because negative power, that means if algebraic expression power is negative, that means you can write here x plus x to the power minus 2. This is algebraic expression, but this is not polynomial. Why? Because power is negative. That's why this expression is never say this is polynomial. Okay, so that's why I'm telling you all polynomial is a algebraic expression, but all polynomial is algebraic expression, but all algebraic expression is not a polynomial. Okay, next point, constant polynomial. Constant polynomial, that means if the expression has no if that expression is having degrees 0, that means constant polynomial. That means how to write the 0 polynomial degree. So because there is no x, so how to understand? We know that when you learn the indices chapter, no, so there is already meant some this type of related sum is there, so you can easily understand those who read the indices chapter. So 7, there is 7 only, so you can write 7 into 1, that means 7 x to the power 0, because x variable and power 0, no, any variable you write power 0, so its value is 1. Okay, so 7 x to the power 0, that means here is power, how much is their degree, power 0, so that's why it is a 0 degree polynomial. 0 degree polynomial. Okay, so this is a constant polynomial. Next point, and polynomial, equal polynomial. So how to understand this, the equal polynomial, yes and no? So how to understand? So polynomial equation, that means 3x to the power 0, if you write the polynomial and is equal to 0, no, that means a polynomial, you can take the linear polynomial, binomial, cubic polynomial, you can take any polynomial. But equation, that time you can say when right side and both side is present is there. There is a few minutes ago I told you what is a polynomial and how to write the polynomial, but in this in here already mentioned polynomial equation. So we have to understand, so what is a polynomial equation? That means right side will be 0. Okay, so x square minus root over of 5x plus 7 equal to 0, then you can say this is a polynomial equation. Or if you not write 0, then you can say polynomial only. If right side is equal to 0, you can write, that time you can say this is polynomial equation. If not write 0 is equal to, then you can say this is polynomial. Okay, next point, and equality of two polynomials. Equality of two polynomials, that means how to know this they both is two equal polynomials. So how to understand? Because when the polynomial power and coefficient all equal in both equation, that means in fx, that means this is polynomial and this also polynomial. Here is coefficient 2 and here is coefficient 2. Here is coefficient 5, coefficient of x cube is equal to 5, coefficient of x cube is equal to 5. So all is equal, all is equal, that means power, variable and coefficient all are equal. Then you can say first of all, you have to remember degree of fx is equal to degree of gx. That means in this expression power 4, 3, 2, in here also power 4, 3, 2. So you can say both in this both equation degree is equal. Okay, that means say degree of fx equal to degree of gx, and coefficient also are equal. Coefficient of x to the power 4 is equal to 2. In this equation coefficient of x to the power 4 is equal to 2. So both is equal, and here is also a coefficient of x cube is equal to 5 and coefficient x cube is equal to 5. In this both equation coefficient and degree all equal. That's why that time you can say both polynomials are equal polynomial. That means both equal. Equality of two polynomials, I'm telling you, no. So you can say these these polynomials are equal because degree of in both polynomials degree are equal and coefficients also equal. Okay. So the next point is the division algorithm for the polynomials. So in class 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 6, 7, in all classes we have learned, I think. So division algorithm. Division algorithm, normally when you divided the number 48 divided 40 by 5, so that time you can this type of method you can apply, I think. So if you are not remember it, so today again I am telling you about this method. So division algorithm was for the polynomial. Okay, but if a polynomial fx is divided by a non-zero polynomial gx, if a polynomial fx is divided by non-zero polynomial gx, then there exist unique polynomials qx and rs such that fx is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x. So what is f of x, what is g of x, what is q of x, what is r of x? F of x is the dividend. F of x is the dividend. When you divided, suppose if you divided in this next page, I'm telling you, so you have to understand this passage, I think, first of all. So here is f of x is the dividend, g of x is the quotient, g of x is the divisor, and q of x is the quotient, r of x the remainder. Okay, if but where the remainder, that means r of x is 0, and r of x is equal to 0 or degree r of x less than degree g of x. Okay, so here dividend, that means I'm telling you, no, dividend means f of x, divisor f of g of x, quotient equal to g q of x, and remainder r of x. Okay, so in next page I think your concept will be clear, I think. So I'll try to clear your concept about this chapter. So, and example, that means I'm telling few minutes ago I'm telling you, no. So example, that means you can take, this is the algebraic polynomial, and if you divide it by this, that means this is the divisor and this is dividend. Okay, so dividend, if you take the expression, that means polynomial, if you take the f of x, then you can write and quotient q of x is equal to, so how to get the number, because this polynomial divided by 2x minus 3, then you get this number, this. Okay, and remainder places you can get the minus 21 by 2, then this is divisor, this is dividend, this is divisor, this is dividend, this is quotient, and this is remainder. So what is the formula of division algorithm? Okay, division, what is the theorem of division algorithm? Okay, so you can write, I'm telling you already, here is this is a divisor, this is quotient, this is remainder. So and you can write, that means 2x square, 2x cube minus 7x square plus 5x minus 9 is equal to 2x minus 3 into x square minus 2x minus half plus minus 21 by 2. So it is clear that this is dividend, that means f of x is equal to, that means this is divisor, so we can take the this is g of x, I am not mentioning is there, g of x is equal to 2x minus 3, g of x is equal to 2x minus 3. So in here you can write f of x is equal to q of x into g of x plus r of x. That means dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. This is the formula of division algorithm. Division algorithm means you have to check the dividend by using this formula. Okay, this is the division algorithm. Okay, so I think you have clear your concept So how to check the division algorithm? So division, that means I'm telling you with the example how to divide, and after that when you get the remainder and quotient, so that is how to check this by this formula. So it is a division algorithm. Okay. And next, this is factor of a polynomial. Factor of a polynomial, that means you have to understand this this topic. I think a non-zero polynomial g of x is called a factor of any polynomial f of x if there exists some polynomial q of x such that f of x equal to g of x into q of x. It is universal truth, because when the remainder is zero, when the remainder is zero, so that time we can write dividend is equal to g of x means a divisor into quotient. Okay, so if you example as suppose 40, and if you divide it by 8, then you get the 5 8 ja 40. So here is remainder is 0. So in this theorem, this is only telling. Okay, so I think that time you can check f of x, that means 40. So 40 is equal to 8 into 5. That means this is dividend, this is a divisor, and this is quotient. So 8 into 5, that's why this is f of x is equal to g of x into q of x. So that time you can say this is a factor of 40. Okay, if your dividend is 0, if your remainder is 0, if you divide by 8 and you get the 5 and remainder is 0, then you can get the 8 is the factor of the 40. That means when you solve the exercise, when you explain with the example in the next page, so that you can easily understand. I think next page will but it is clear, yes or no? So you have to write in your comment section. If you not understand, then I'm to explain, and I'm to again explain this topic, about this topic, and when you next video, that time again I'm telling I have to say about this topic. Okay, so first of all, when a non-zero polynomial. So non-zero polynomial, what is non-zero polynomial? Because you can take any polynomial, and if you divide it by non-zero, that means non-zero polynomial. If you divide that polynomial by non-zero polynomial, then if your remainder is 0, that time you can this formula is applicable. Okay, that means f of x is equal to g of x into q of x. Okay, so I'm telling you what is g of x, what is g of x, what is q of x. I'm telling you, but here a non-zero polynomial g of x, if you divide it, here is also the example is there. So this is the polynomial, this is the polynomial. And previous classes, in class 8, 7, we are factorize this type of lot of equation. So you have to middle factor. So that means you have to multiply 2 and 6, and after that you have to LCM. That means 2 into 6, that is 12. So 12, 3 4 ja 12. There is a plus sign is there, so you have to bring 7 with plus sign. 7, that means 4 plus 3, that is 7. So you can write 2x square plus 7x plus 3x plus 6. When you remove the bracket, so it will be get, I think. And next line will be if you common 2x from 2 terms, then you get the 2x plus 2, and this will be 3 bracket x plus 2. Then again you have to take as a common x plus 2, then the remaining will be 2x plus 3. So it will there is x plus 2 and 2x plus 3. X plus 2 and 2x plus 3 is the factor of this equation. Okay, both x plus 2 and 2x plus 3, in both factors, both non-zero polynomials are a factor of this polynomial. Okay, I'm telling you in this point, in this line, I think. So x plus 2 and x2x plus 3 is a factor of this equation. Okay, again one example we have solved in this page, I think. X cube 5x square plus 7x minus 3 is equal to x minus 3 and x square plus 2x plus 1. So x minus 3 is the factor of this equation, and also x square plus 2x plus 1 is also factor of this equation. Okay, equation that not equation, a polynomial. Okay, so value of polynomial f of x at alpha, that means you can evaluate the value of polynomial fx at x equal to 2, x equal to alpha, x equal to 5, any number, any you can find out the value of at x equal to 5. Okay, x equal to 5, x equal to 4 in point. So you have to write the polynomial. So first of all I am telling you, so polynomial denoted by the f of x. So you have to write f of x is equal to x square plus 5x plus 5. Okay, x square plus 5x plus 5. So I am telling you, so you have to put the value, because you are finding the value of you have to evaluate the value of the polynomial f(x) at x equal to 1. So that's why you have to put in x equal to 1 in x. You have to put in 1 in x. Okay, so that's why f of 1 is equal to 1 square plus 5 into 1 plus 5. So if you calculate, then you get the 11. So 11 is the remainder. So this is the remainder formula. Okay, so suppose I am telling you, next page I am explain, but in this page I am to explain about this point. So this is a remainder. So division for method we have learned and we have calculate. So how to find the remainder? That means normally division algorithm means 80, and there is a if you take the 6 1 just 6, and if you take if you just subtract, so then you get the 2 0. So 3 6 are 18. So here is remainder is 3. So this is the division algorithm method. Okay, but this is not division algorithm method. This is how to remainder theorem. This is remainder theorem. How to find out the remainder without division method. So in this method you have to calculate the remainder. So first of all you have to write the polynomial f of x, and after that you have to read the question. Which polynomial divided by which polynomial? So you have to remember it. Suppose you are dividing, you are find the remainder when divided f of x is equal to 3x square plus 5x plus 1 by x plus 1. Okay, so that time how to find out the remainder? How to find out the remainder without division method? So here is 3x square plus 5x plus 1, and you are dividing this by x plus 1. Okay, so first of all you have to take in rough side, that means rough page. You can use the rough page. X plus 1 equal to 0 you have to take, and after that x equal to minus 1, x equal to minus 1. So what is the value of x equal to 1? X equal to minus 1. It is the value of x. So it is not our answer if you calculate the remainder without division method. So in this process you have to solve the question. So again you have to put the value of x in this equation. So remainder will be f of minus 1, sorry, x equal to minus 1. So f of minus 1 is equal to, in this equation you have to put the value. So 3 into 1 is minus 1 square plus 5 into minus 1 plus 1. Okay, so if you calculate 3 into minus 1 square, that means 1, and plus minus 5 1 is 5 plus 1, then you get the 3 1 is 3 minus 5 plus 1. So 2 3 or 1, if you add 3 plus 1, then you get the 4, and 5 is minus 5, then if you subtract, then you minus 1. So minus 1 is the remainder when you divided this polynomial by this polynomial. That means 3, if you divided 3x square plus 5x plus 1 by x plus 1, so that time your remainder will be minus 1. So this is the remainder theorem. This is remainder theorem. Remainder theorem is the another method to finding the remainder without division method. This is the very important theorem in this chapter. Most of the sum you have to solve in this formula. That means remainder theorem. Okay, so what is the roots of the polynomial equation? Okay, so I think directly I am explaining with the example. Suppose your remainder is 0. Suppose if you divided by this polynomial by this polynomial equal to x equal to minus 1. Okay, so x equal to minus 1, if you divided this polynomial x minus 1, so that time, so how to understand this is the factor, yes and no? This factor, yes and no, that means so if your remainder is 0, that means first of all you have to calculate the x. That means if you this divided by this, so first of all you have to take the x minus 1 equal to 0. So that's why x equal to 1. So you have to put in here. So this is already calculated in this line, I think. So 3 into 1 square minus 5 into 1 plus 2. That's why 3 minus 5 plus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, because 3 plus 2 5 and minus 5 plus 5 minus 5 0. So 1 is the root of the polynomial. So it is clear that 1 is root of the polynomial and x minus 1 is the factor of this equation. Okay, so 1 is the root of the polynomial. So what is root? Suppose in class 7 and 6 also we have this type of equations we are solved. I think x square minus 5x is equal to 0. If you solve this equation, no, then you get the x. If you take common as 5 equal to 0, then that will be x equal to 0 and x minus 5 equal to 0. X minus 5 equal to 0. That means x equal to 5. So x equal to 0 and 5. And 0 and 5 is the root of this equation. This is the root of equation. That means root of polynomial. Clear? This root of polynomial, I think you are confused to understand, I think this type of, but in this process you can write, you can also check the this is factor, this is roots, yes or no. So in this method, another method, factorized method, and here is a remainder theorem. By using remainder theorem, how to know what one is a root. Here is a if you suppose in this equation, if you put the 1 in x, so if your value is 0, then you can say 1 is the roots of this equation. Okay, and this formula is very important to find out the remainder. This is remainder theorem. Okay, in this process you have to calculate the remainder when you solve the exercise. Okay, and next, and remainder theorem, I am telling you, no, 2 or 3 times I am telling you what is the remainder theorem. A polynomial f of x is divided by x minus alpha. That means non-zero polynomial. If you divided polynomial by non-zero polynomial, so how to solve the remainder, how to find out the remainder. So you can if we are explaining with the example, then you can easily understand, I think. So if a polynomial f of x is equal to this and is divided by x plus 3. If you divide this polynomial, if you divided by x plus 3, so what will be the remainder? So you have to calculate the remainder without division method. Okay, so first of all, what is the divisor is there? So in rough side, in this it is the best tricks to solve the remainder by using remainder theorem. So what is the divisor? So you have to pick up the divisor in your right side. Okay, so x plus 3 is the divisor, so you have to write that x plus 3 equal to 0. That's after that x equal to minus 3. So after that you have to put in here you have to put in here. That means x equal to minus 3 you have to put in here. So f of minus 3 is equal to minus 3 square plus 5 into minus 3 plus 3. Then you get that your remainder is minus 3. That means this is the process to find out the remainder. This is the process to find out the remainder. So this is the remainder method, remainder theorem. Clear? So in this chapter, remainder theorem is very important. You have to remember it. If you are confused to understand, again you can write the comment section, and next time again I try to your clear your concept, I think. Okay. And final topic I am going to explain factor theorem. So remainder theorem, you have to factor theorems. That means a few minutes ago, if you find out the factor, this is a factor, yes or no, and what is the factor of this equation. Suppose x square plus 5x plus 6, if you factorize, then x square 3 plus 2 x plus 6. So next line will be x square plus 3x plus 2x plus 6, and next line will be x plus 3 and x plus 2. So here is two polynomial, x plus 3 and x plus 2. So both polynomial x plus 2 and x plus 3, both polynomial are the factor of this equation, the factor of this polynomial. This means this is the find out the factors of the equation. But in this exercise, in this chapter, you have to calculate, you have to check out the factor yes or no in the another method. That means this is a factor theorem. Okay, this is not same method. So this is the factor theorem. That means what is the factor theorem? You have to understand, I think. If fx is a polynomial, that means if you take any polynomial, that means f of x equal to x square plus 5x plus 6 is a polynomial, and divided is a real number, then x minus alpha, that means if you divide it by x minus 3, x minus 4, x minus 5, you can take any non-zero polynomial, and if you divided f of x, that means this polynomial by this polynomial, non-zero polynomial, then your remainder is 0. If the remainder is 0, then you can say this is the factor. Suppose example as x plus 3 is a factor of x square 5x plus 6. This is the factor of this polynomial, yes or no. So you have to write the, you have to denotate the polynomial by f of x. F of x is equal to x square plus 5x plus 6. Okay, so how to know this is a factor, yes or no? How to check? This is the factor theorem. So I'm going to explain in this video. So next line, next video, and you keep watch. I think you can clearly understand, I think. So you can use the right page. X plus 3 is a factor, yes or no? So first of all, you have to, that means this is, you can, this is the dividend, this is a divisor. Okay, so it will be, if you have to write the x plus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, so x equal to minus 3, x equal to minus 3. So you have to check out, you have to find out the remainder. You have to find out the remainder. Remainder is, if remainder is 0, then you can say this is a factor of this equation. If remainder is not 0, then you can say this is not factor of this polynomial. Okay, so f of minus 3 is equal to minus 3 square plus 5 into minus 3 plus 6, then it will be 9 minus 15 plus 6. Okay, no problem. So 9 plus 6, then you get 15, and minus 15. So this is 0, yes or no? So that's why remainder is 0. So it is clear that x plus 3 is a factor. Okay, this is the factor. Suppose if you divided again you have to show that so I should show that 2x plus 5 2x plus 3 is a factor of x square plus 5x plus 6, yes or no? Again you have to same formula. You have to take the 2x plus 3 is equal to 0, then 2x equal to minus 3, so and x equal to minus 3 by 2. Okay, then you have to find out the remainder. If your remainder is 0, then you can say the factor, otherwise not factor. So you have to take let f of x is equal to x square plus 5x plus 6. Okay, then here it will be remainder will be x of f of minus 3 by 2 is equal to minus 3 by 2 square plus 5 into minus 3 by 2 plus 6. So it will be minus 0 9 by 4 plus minus minus and 5 integer 5 3 are 15 by 2 plus 6. If you LCM 1 2 4, then you get the 4, so it will be 9 minus 30 and 24. So it will be 9 plus 24, that means 33 minus 30 by this is 33, this is 33 and this is 30. Okay, so by 4, then you get the 3 by 4. So this is not equal to 0. This is not equal to 0. So it is clear that 2x plus 3 is not a factor of f of x. Okay, so I think I'm try to solve your concept. I'm try to solve your doubt, and I try to solve your conception. So I'm try to clear your concept. So I think in this video, if you have any you have faced to understand, you're not able to understand, so that's why you have to write the comment section again, and next time I'm again try to solve your problem. So next video, next part coming soon, so please keep it up, and please subscribe my channel and like, then and press my bell icon, then you get the when you make the video. So first of all you have you can get my video. So in this video, this is my 7th video. Okay, so I think next coming second part video, I'm in second part video, I'm going to explain the exercise and step to step all question I'm solved in my copy. Then you can see you can see the answer, and you can easily understand. I think if you not understand, so I think again I'm try to solve your problem. So first of all you have to remember it. So those who are like my video, and those who watching my video, so please write the comment section, write the comment in my comment section. So then and support me. So please subscribe my channel. Bye bye, take care. Okay, thank you.